In today's video, I'm going to show you how daily resting squats can single-handedly make your lower body feel better within just a few weeks. Are you concerned about not being able to get into this position? Don't worry, later on in this video, I'll show you a few tips to make it easier, and over time, it'll be second nature for you. The resting squat is the type of squat where you pause and hold in the deep squat position. I find it beneficial and always do it before workouts to prep my hips and ankles. Think of it this way, it's a natural pose we're built for. Like how would we naturally sit or use the toilet every day? Being in this stance daily promotes mobility in the hips, ankles, and lower back. This position is something our ancestors would engage in daily, and it's something that's been largely forgotten in modern society with the advent of chairs and other conveniences. It's not surprising, then, that a significant portion of the population today grapples with hip, ankle, and lower back pain. Many of these discomforts can be attributed to our sedentary lifestyles and the lack of full-range motion activities in our daily routines. Incorporating the resting squat into our daily routine can serve as a counteraction to these modern ailments. When we allow our bodies to sink into this deep squat, it stretches and strengthens the ligaments, tendons, and muscles associated with these commonly problematic areas. The hips, which are a pivotal point in our body, benefit immensely from the openness this squat provides. For the ankles, it aids in increasing dorsiflexion, which is the backward bending of your foot, a range of motion many lose over time due to constant shoe wearing and lack of use. And for the lower back, which bears the brunt of our upright lifestyles and bad postural habits, the resting squat can help alleviate compression, improve spinal alignment, and reduce pain. Struggling to squat like this, you probably have limited movement in your ankles or hips. If ignored, especially for active folks, it can lead to knee or back problems. But here's the good news. Practicing this squat can actually remedy many pains and posture problems. Leave a comment below on your mobility status. Do you struggle to get past 90 degrees when you squat? So here's how to do it. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart, toes slightly outward. Now bend your knees and hips, sinking down while keeping your feet flat. Aim for a straight spine and pelvis. But remember, everyone's different. Some might lean forward due to longer legs, others might stay upright due to a long torso. Your hip structure also affects your stance. Deep hip sockets limit movement while shallow ones offer more flexibility. Your foot stance could be wide or narrow based on your hips angle. We all have unique body structures. To find your best squat form, listen to your body. Feel out different stances to discover what's comfortable for you. A helpful hint, lie down, draw your knees to your chest like you're squatting. Adjust your leg position and see which angle allows the most bend in your hip before your lower back rounds. That's likely your ideal squat position. But for some, getting this right can be challenging. If you're getting value from this video so far, please smash that like and subscribe buttons. Getting into a deep squat might be challenging initially, but with regular practice, it often becomes more manageable. If you're struggling, here are those tips that I promised you earlier, but real quick before that, if you're looking for a step-by-step guided approach to help build muscle mass and optimize your nutrition the correct way to fuel your body, check out the links in the description to our 2 fitness guides. Number 1, use a counterbalance. Our center of gravity changes as we squat down. To help with this, hold on to something stable, like a door frame, or carry a weight in front of you, such as a kettlebell. This technique will help a lot with your balance. 2, elevate your heels. Place your heels on a stable object, like a book or a raised surface. This lets you experience the squat even if your ankles aren't fully flexible yet. 3, stretch and mobilize. Tightness in the calves and hips can limit the range of motion and make the squatting position feel uncomfortable. Stretching these areas can enhance mobility and make the squat feel more natural. Focus on loosening your calves and hips to increase your mobility before attempting the deep squat. For calves, try the classic wall calf stretch, pushing gently against a wall with your foot placed behind you. For hips, exercises like the pigeon pose or hip circles can be quite effective. It's also beneficial to incorporate dynamic stretches or movements like leg swings and ankle circles to warm up and prepare the body. For those who master the basic squat and want a greater challenge, try the overhead deep squat. Raise your arms above your head while squatting. This not only tests the flexibility of your hips, ankles, and lower back, but also your upper back and shoulders. It's an excellent way to counteract the problems from sitting in chairs too much. Given the profound benefits, it's evident that the resting squat isn't just an exercise. It's a rejuvenating practice, a throwback to our roots, and a cure for the physical discomforts of the modern age. Leave a comment below of what other fitness topics you'd like to discuss in future videos.